So Animal Crossing Lego is officially out. It felt like it's been such a long wait for us to finally get this, but it's here. You can head to your local toy retailer and purchase it. And that's exactly what I've done. For today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and speed building the Lego Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house set. I chose this one because it's actually the biggest set that we've gotten so far, and hey, it's Nook's Cranny, it's one of the most iconic parts of New Horizons. Also, make sure to stay till the end of the video because I'm going to be doing a giveaway of these two sets as well. Now, this thing presentation-wise is really cool. It's great to see a piece of Animal Crossing merch in the store like this, as generally I feel like we don't get a lot of that. This is probably the most significant collaboration we've actually seen with Animal Crossing. I do understand that some people were a little bit disappointed that we didn't get sets of things like the museum and the airport and such, but I feel like that will come in due time. This is probably the best one in my opinion because it does have Nook's Cranny, which, you know, is so iconic. So kind of opening it up, we've got your standard Lego stuff, we've got some packets of all the little pieces, we've also got two cool little build books as well. All of your standard Lego stuff really, but honestly I have to say I really love the box, just all the little images of what you can do with the set. There's actually quite a lot of customization to this which I'm going to be showing off as I build it. So without any further delay, let's actually build Nook's Cranny. Leave a like on the video if you're excited to see this come to life, and let's jump right into this. Now, I'm commenting over this later on, of course, because this is going at incredible speed, and one thing I do want to apologize for is just my general camera skills. You're going to see a lot of my arm in this, which is a bit unfortunate, but I kind of only realized that after recording. I generally don't do much filming on this channel because if you do follow me, you probably already know that the majority of what I do is filmed on New Horizons itself. So yeah, this is kind of a rare occasion for me. But I still thought it would be great to actually show this off as it's kind of fun to see it come together. This footage is honestly really fast, obviously, but it did take me quite a while to build. I think it took me about 40 minutes. It'd probably take you folks a lot quicker, but I'm always very slow with Lego, and I wanted to take my time so I could get it right and not miss anything. But it was fairly simple to build, I will say. I've built other Lego stuff in the past that was a lot more complicated than this. It's a very simple set, and the instructions are really easy to read and go through. So I enjoyed that quite a lot as someone who hasn't really done a lot of Lego in the past few years or so. So yeah, as you can see, it's finally coming together and it's looking really lovely. I really was impressed with how this actually turned out. I wasn't expecting this to look as good as it actually did, to be honest with you. I was kind of, you know, I had low expectations, I would say, but ultimately it exceeded them, which I was really happy about, and it was great to see something from the game actually come to life in this way. So I had to kind of cut the clip there because it was getting really dark out, so I decided to turn the lights on, so that's why there's a lighting change. And this whole section of the video here is basically building the inside of Nook's Cranny, which was really fun to do. You could technically mess around with this and customize it to your own design, which would be really cool. For example, I'm putting in some items right now, but you could actually put in other items from different sets as well, as there are a lot of different types that they give you. But yeah, it was fun to build things like the register and the little bell bag and such that you can add in, and the little section where they sell the items. This cabinet was also really cool, although I will say don't accidentally close the door because trying to open that again without putting the handle on was a nightmare. And here you can see the final product. It just looks so good. Like I said earlier, it was really cool to see something from the game come to life in this way. I just wasn't expecting this to look as good as it actually does. It is pretty small, that's the only disappointing thing about it. I feel like they could have extended it outwards a little bit more, just so you have more room for the actual shop, as it is done on a very miniaturized scale. But yeah, I was surprised with how they actually designed this, as I feel like it was a clever use for the little amount of space. It is also interesting that they decided to include Tom Nook with this. Of course, he is very iconic, they had to put him in here somewhere. But no Timmy and Tommy for Nook's Cranny is very strange. You know, back in the old days, this would have actually made sense, but not really for New Horizons. It does confuse me a little bit. Also, I just love some of the items out the front, like the bulletin board, well, not bulletin board, the little sort of shop board, and then also the drop-off box as well. It's just really cool. Now we're on to Rosie's set, which actually took significantly longer for me to build. This one has a lot more pieces because, like you see at the start here, there are lots of little extra things for you to build as well. For example, right now I'm building this little tree set where you make a cute little orange tree with some mushrooms and flowers around it. You can kind of attach these to the Nook's Cranny set or the Rosie's house set if you want to. You can customize them a lot and, you know, change things around to design them how you'd like. But yeah, they're basically extra little pieces of the set that you can put wherever you'd like. In fact, you don't even have to attach them, you could just put them around the set if you want to, but I feel like attaching them is the most beneficial way. Now, the house itself was fairly similar to building the Nook's Cranny set, a lot of similar type parts, but I will say I did find it a lot more complicated than the Nook's Cranny one, just because there were a lot of extra little things with this one. This one took me about an hour to build, which really surprised me. I think Nook's Cranny took about 40 minutes, so an extra 20 minutes on this one, which I guess does make sense if you consider the little extra bits I built. But yeah, overall, this set was actually quite fun to put together, especially the end bit, which I will show you, obviously, at the end of this, where you do the inside of the house. But I just really enjoyed seeing it all come together. Doing one of the villager houses was just really neat, and yeah, having things like the little door and such were really cute. And as you'll see later on, there are some customizable elements to this. You can actually change the windows to a different style, a wooden style or a pink style if you'd like that. I'm not sure if you can customize them with different windows from other sets, but if you can, that would be really, really cool. I also love the little letter box, which actually had a tiny little letter item inside it. I thought that was adorable. There's lots of little things like this. I didn't mention that the Nook's Cranny cabinet actually has little sort of, like bait and crafting items in them and such. So yeah, it's really cute. There's a lot of little details from the game itself. And you'll see more of those when we do the inside of the house too. Also, building that roof took me so long. That was so difficult, and it took me ages to actually figure out how to properly attach it. As you can see here, I was having a really tough time, and all I had to do was put it forward just slightly for it to go on properly. But yeah, I went with the pink windows in the end, but you could also go with the brown ones if you wanted to. There's a little copy of KK Bubblegum, which is so great. I love that. Bubblegum KK, I guess. And yeah, all of the inside furniture pieces you can build were absolutely adorable, and the Lego set does encourage you to put them wherever you want. There is no set or guaranteed way of needing to put these. You can do it however you want, just like in New Horizons itself. There's so much customization. And here is the final result of the set. Again, I just love how this one looks. It's so cool to see something from the game come to life in this way. I also love all the little extra bits that you get with this one, like the tree. It's really, really cute. I don't know if the other sets have trees like that too, but I would have loved to have had an apple tree. Yeah, the inside is really great. The copy of Bubblegum KK is just straight out of the game, and that's perfect. Love the Rosie figure, by the way. That gives me hope that we will see a minifigure of Bob in the future, since they can just reuse this cap mold. I'm sure that's what Nintendo is planning. I just wanted to say that, since I know a lot of you were disappointed you didn't get certain villages you wanted. And here's both of the sets together. Yeah, they look really cool. I definitely think this one is the best value for your money, because you're getting 2 different buildings with this, and a lot of extra little things too. Not to mention the fact that, like I said, Nook's Cranny is probably the most iconic thing out of all of these sets so far. So yeah, it just looks really, really great. And here you can kind of see what it looks like when you join the 2 sets together with some of the other little pieces that I built. You can make kind of like one giant diorama, and you can just move these around however you want. They're basically designed so you can put these little platforms anywhere and have lots of different options. So you can really customize it to make it feel like your own, which is basically the whole point of Animal Crossing, so it makes a lot of sense. Now, as I mentioned, I will be giving these 2 sets away: Bunny's Outdoor Activities and Isabelle's House Visit. Bunny's House Activities I will be giving away here on YouTube, and all you have to do is enter using the rules you see on screen. You'll have until April the 4th to enter into this giveaway, so there's plenty of time. The second set, Isabelle's House Visit, I will be giving away on Patreon, as a huge thanks to those who have supported me over there. If you do want to join, this giveaway will be available to Bob's Gang, Bob's Buddy, Bob's Hero, and Bob's Bestie tier members. There will be a post for the giveaway on my Patreon page that those tiers will be able to see, and you'll be able to enter using the rules listed on the post. The link to my Patreon is down in the description if you do want to join and take part in this giveaway, but if not, the Bunny's Outdoor Activities giveaway is open to literally everyone, so I hope you'll consider entering here on YouTube. Remember, both of these giveaways will end on April the 4th, so make sure you enter before then. Also, please be careful of spam, because these giveaways always attract that. I am not on WhatsApp or Telegram or anything like that. The winner will be contacted via my verified account, which has a check mark on it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's something a little bit different for me. If you'd like to see me unbox the other sets, then please let me know by commenting down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this, then be sure to leave a like. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on channel notifications for more.